The first light of dawn spilled across the silver trees of Lothlorien, and the forest breathed like something ancient and alive. Noorah stood upon a high balcony, her hands resting softly upon carved stone, listening to the whispering leaves. Her eyes were bright and deep, carrying centuries of memory and loneliness. Though she belonged to the immortal grace of the elves, her heart longed for something beyond songs and starlight. For many years she watched kingdoms rise and crumble like waves upon distant shores. Men lived and died in a single breath, while she remained unchanged beneath the stars. The songs of her people spoke of love, but she had never tasted it herself. Sometimes she wondered whether immortality was a blessing or a quiet, endless ache. One night, beneath a sky stitched with silver stars, she felt something calling through the trees. It was not elven music, nor the murmur of the forest, but something broken and desperate. Guided only by instinct, she followed the sound into the moonlit woods. There, beneath the ruins of an ancient stone arch, she found him. His armor was cracked and scorched, as though burned by celestial fire. Dark feathers lay scattered around him like torn shadows. His face was beautiful, yet sorrow lingered there like winter frost. When she touched his brow, his eyes slowly opened. "Who are you?" she whispered, though part of her feared the answer. He swallowed and spoke in a voice heavy with pain. "I am Aeryn, once sworn to guard the realms between light and shadow. But I chose a forbidden road, and for that, I have fallen." She carried him to a hidden glade where silver leaves protected the quiet stream. For days she tended his wounds, singing softly, weaving healing through every note. With each night, the silence between them grew warmer. Something fragile began to bloom, like winter's first flower. He told her of distant realms where angels walked among stars. She spoke of Rivendell's waterfalls, the Shire's gentle hills, the courage of mortal hearts. Though divided by worlds and fate, their hearts learned one another. Noorah felt as if she had known him beyond time itself. But the forest has ears, and whispers travel swiftly. Word of the fallen angel reached the elders of Lothlorien. They warned of prophecy, danger, and storms born from broken laws. "If you shelter him," they said, "you invite the storm upon us all." She returned to the glade and found Aeryn standing beside the water, wings still broken. His eyes held sorrow and quiet acceptance. "I should leave," he said, trying to spare her. "My presence endangers everyone you love." "No," she answered, her voice trembling but strong. "Every life carries danger, but love gives life meaning." For the first time in centuries, her words came from a fire deeper than fear. And something inside Aeryn awakened. And gently, to the audience, at this early turning point, if this story has already touched your heart, leave a rose in the comments. I want to know you felt this moment. Dark clouds gathered beyond the mountains, shaped like broken crowns. Rumors spread of hunters moving in silence, tracking fallen guardians across Middle-earth. Aeryn revealed the truth. He had disobeyed an ancient command, choosing mercy instead of destruction. For that act, he had been cast down. Noorah stepped closer, eyes shimmering. "Then let me share your burden," she whispered. "Fate may write the path, but love gives us the strength to walk it." For the first time, Aeryn allowed himself to hope, but fate tightened its grip. Hunters crossed the northern passes, half-shadow beings bound to drag fallen angels into silence. Frost cracked beneath their steps, and the earth trembled. Noorah understood. The storm had arrived. She led Aeryn across forgotten lands, ruined watchtowers, golden valleys, twilight marshes. Their love deepened, not as a fleeting spark, but as a flame that refused to die. They dreamed of peace beside a quiet river, dreams that felt fragile, borrowed from time. Here, gently, at the midpoint. If you love stories like this, subscribe for more tales of destiny from Middle-earth. The hunters found them near a ruined tower. Night fell heavy, blades whispering like ghosts. Aeryn stood before Noorah, wings flickering with fading light. He would not surrender. Steel clashed, and sparks scattered like shattered stars. Noorah sang in ancient elven tongue, summoning light through the trees. For a moment, the darkness wavered. Hope rose, fragile, trembling. But the hunters were relentless. A spectral blade pierced Aeryn's side. He fell, light spilling from his wound like falling stardust. Noorah's scream carried through the night. He touched her cheek, voice breaking. My fall was punishment, but loving you was grace. Tears streamed down her face as she pleaded for mercy, but the world remained silent. Then, Noorah remembered forbidden law, the sacrament of exchange, a bond that could rewrite destiny, at terrible cost. She placed her hand upon his wound, whispering words no elf should ever speak. Light surged like a rising sun. The hunters vanished like torn smoke. Aeryn rose, wings restored, radiant and whole. But Noorah collapsed, her breath fading, color draining from her lips. What heals one may wound another. He held her as tears fell from the eyes of one who once could not cry. Noorah, why? She smiled softly. Because love was worth the price. But destiny has mercy in quiet ways. Warm light descended gently upon the forest, neither of shadow nor pure light. Something beyond both. A voice like distant bells whispered, where love refuses despair, bridges are born. Noorah did not fade. She transformed, woven into starlight, wind and leaves. She became guardian of hope, walking unseen beside hearts that refused to break. Aeryn carried her memory like a living flame. He wandered Middle-earth, guiding lost travelers and speaking her name to the night. Sometimes he felt her hand upon his shoulder, soft and warm. Not gone, never gone, only changed. Travelers still tell the tale, and roses bloom beneath silver trees when her presence is near. Sit quietly, they say, and you may feel peace settle upon your heart, as if someone gentle is holding it. If this story brought tears or hope, leave a rose in the comments. And subscribe, so we can walk many more roads together. Because some loves never end. They simply change and guide us home.